Alright, welcome back to Tales of Maj'Eyal, Embers of Rage. When I last left you guys off, I basically restarted with the dead Minotaur. Picked up the, saw butcher again. And now we're in a Sunwall Outpost. Ready to kick some ass. Let's get this going. And did that guy hit me? Now, I'm not sure if he's going to hit me or not, so we're just going to move like this. And that's going to make the bullets from that guy miss, whatever. There's a movement fusion. We're gonna give this guy a moment to try and heal up a little bit, perhaps. And cool, I actually rested so that guy healed up. That's really nice. So if you press R with like allies, they'll basically heal up themselves too. Slaver's Inquiry, the Anti-Scrying Nexus, blah blah. Have I seen this before? The anti-scrying nexus you folk set up here is damn impressive, as it is a time-release pseudo-balloon powered by it. Hard to find a spare spot on my skin for it, but I can feel it working for a few days after I'm back in Maj'Eyal. Great for making sure we can get away from the west portal and disperse without the AK catching on or tracking us to a common point of convergence. Got a proposal though. With a few little tweaks, I could make one that doesn't require the bearer consent to use. You aren't the only ones buying slaves from me. And when I get a customer who wants them taken right back to the west, we have to do the anti-scrying enchantments ourselves. I don't know if you've noticed, but proclamations still aren't easy to come by. I barely made a profit last time I did it. So say the word and I'll send over a temporary ruin design so you can set the Nexus to recognize it. No charge from me. If you accept, it'll pay for itself. You assume the elaborate glowing shape below is an organ equivalent of the Tua's signature. Interesting. And our Sun Paladin or two to fight. Let's go! And cool, level 10. Alright, we got ourselves a category point I can throw into something. And I got these class points I can throw somewhere else as well. Let's see here. So I'm trying to figure out what would be like the best to sort of like pick up from all this stuff we've got here. Might go off for this for now. And we'll invest this in Inscription Prodigy again. Bloodstream is cool, I guess, for causing, AoEs on the guys. Right here, I guess. Heal up my guy a little bit. Let's get going. And I'll notice I'm mainly sort of exploring like this for a moment, just to sort of give myself like, basically what I'm doing here, I'm like going like in a sort of like systematic way of like, exploring a map. I think I got enough. I'll explore at this point. There's the lore from Chimera Trail's journal if you want to read it. Don't really care though. Myself. You know, it looks funny with like my Minotaur here. The Sawbush and Minotaur. Because, well, like, the Minotaurs are like the allies of like the Orcs. It's not like they should be having access to like the Steam Tech like they sort of have here. Alright, now this is basically blocked off, I assume, from here somewhere. I don't have a pickaxe to basically dig through this, which is unfortunate. And let's see here. That skills my magic. Alright, so at this point, basically I've got like, you know, a steam generator, the medical injectors. Now, here's something I'm thinking. Basically, I've had like, you know, problems with like the, what do you call it? Oh, right, can't use these. I've had problems with like the Minotaur, like, you know, the Sawbusher last time because I couldn't really escape very well. Like, I didn't have a teleport option. So I'm gonna have to try and get like a teleport ability on this guy at some point. I'm gonna do this. Well, that worked out okay, I guess. Hey, there's Eclipse. Good old Eclipse. Hello, Eclipse. But yeah, I basically didn't do too well with, like, you know, the previous characters because they kept getting killed in really, like, painful ways. Some things I basically learned is that I have to be a little bit more careful than I have been, I think, to get a bit of fire in the game. There's another letter. I'll watch out for this guy up here, but whatever. I think my guy ran out of bullets there, so I had to come and leave, but whatever. Bit more lore. Fiery Salve. Got some herbs. There's a bit more done. Alright, so right now I've basically got iron mail. These are steel. Let's put that on. Get rid of this. And we got reinforcements. A saw butcher. You know, think about, I wonder what the fire itself will do for me. So, this stuff I never actually got yet, but let's look at it. So basically, it can be used to remove one magical effect and grant you Fiery Earth for 12 fire, lightning, and lightning. Alright, so interesting. The thing about salves is that they're kind of interesting how they sort of work, because basically, if I have like, you know, the salve like learned, I can basically like, you know, use it regardless, like, you know, of like whatever medical injector is doing for me. So maybe I want to get that at some point. There's a steam gun. Kill them. Now I want to be very careful. I don't want to find Trell in a bad position, so. Ow, ow, ow. This is gonna sort of, you know, hug the map a little bit. And we'll level up. Let's get a bit more of this, a bit more strength and constitution. So this dead high basically gives me like, you know, a flat damage resistance as it basically gain death momentum. So the more I move, the better I am. This guy actually make this a really good, like, you know, character class for like, you know, the gunslinger, because you move a lot more in those types of characters, I guess. Sowing your undead energies to instantly build up death momentum to its maximum pulse of charge. The effect will only start to increase after 3 turns. Interesting. Lots of interesting stuff. Anyhow, I may want to get Therapeutics up at this point so I can basically get the Fiery Salve known. Basically, this Fiery Salve, it requires me to basically... Here's something nobody's like, you know, tinkers. You basically have to get like, you know, a certain amount of like, you know, skill to basically sometimes get some of this stuff. I think I may want to get the Fiery Salve at some point, so maybe I'll get Therapeutics up enough to get it. So maybe I'll look into that. Why not? Maybe we'll start doing it now. Therapeutics goes up. And I learned Poison Groove. What does that do for me? So this gives me a weapon thing. Therapeutics freeze required for it, and basically, poison can be attached to weapon supply, stacking poison on attacks. While this is a deal for stacking simple damage, you can't help but wonder if you could inflict stronger effects with more knowledge. Kill that guy. Let's go up this way a little bit. Up. You guys up in this direction. And there's the, you know, the letter from Tantalos. There's a phase door ruin. While not, like, you know, preferable to other stuff, this will be, I guess, you know, something to put on. Make use of. Let's put these, like so. Get a lump of iron from that, I guess. Biting Gale Room of Titan. That could be useful. That is painful, these guys. Alright, well. That's useful for stunning. Not exactly what I need for this character, but whatever. So there's the Biting Gale Ruin. Make it very easy to get rid of mental effects, I guess, and well, it'll be useful for, you know, temporary stunning people, I guess. What's Alchemist's Helper? Have you seen that before? This is like one of the nice things about this game. There's so many different types of things you can make use of. So blah blah. So this basically increases your resistances, I guess, to, no, increases your damages to acid, fire, nature, and blight. Interesting. And I really don't want to be on one of these moonwells because they suck. There's Outpost John. Well, let's do this. Let's take him on. Ow. Let's freeze him up a little bit. And now it's basically easy to stun, I guess, so... I don't think I have a stunning ability on this character, but whatever. Oh, we're both blocking. We'll activate this right now. Try and reduce his weapon damage for a little bit. We'll do that. Get rid of that thing. You shall pass. We killed him. So that was fun. We got the Frost Self apparently learned. The Sunstone. So Sunstone, this is an amulet that basically increases your light and fire damage, increases your steam power. I think that's pretty good. Put that on. Gonna suck to lose this, but whatever. Well, that was the Sunwall Outpost yet again. At this point, it's going to clean up the rest of this area. And that's that. So we're back towards the, you know, the land outside, so shall we say. Here's going to Criminal territory. We'll do around in here for a little bit, I guess. And let's see here. Let's take this up a little bit. I'll start pushing out this a little bit, I guess, as well. So yeah, things I basically have to watch out for when basically using, like, you know, my characters is that basically I can't really run away from people as effectively because I don't like have like instant movement abilities, like teleportation type abilities. Learning lots of stuff here. The pain suppressor solve. It can be used to let you fight up to negative 98 life, reduces all damage by 10%. Interesting. That's a really nice one to get there, so I want to find a sandworm tubes at some point. Probably focus on that real quick. Boy, we'll do the first level of the criminal territory if possible. Disconnect stabilizer. That's interesting. That guy used Mana Surge. No idea why I used it, but whatever. I think you've already read this lore, or I have already read, so let's let you guys read if you want to, and go from there. Kill, kill, kill. This area is easy enough to go through, but if I find a rare, that's when I get in trouble. So I think what I'm gonna do is gonna go through like the first, of this level for now and leave it. This looks cool. Put that right there. Transmogrify this for now. Yep, just a little bit of exploration all around here, there, and everywhere. Basically, I'm going to try and do the first level of all these dungeons a little bit. Well, not hitting any chests or anything like I did last time. Drop the mock orders. There's the level up. And I'm probably gonna have to get cutting at some point to start raising up this stuff, but whatever. Let's get this for now. Get that. We'll get this up a little bit more. Alright, fun. That's it for his first level. Why not? Put that right there. And I'll move on to the next dungeon to clear up a little bit. Let's do this one a little bit. Here's my first sandworm. Alright, cool. We don't have any, multi drakes popping up. There's There's a chest I have to watch out for, whatever. Leave. Not gonna open those up just yet. There's the sandworms killed, so I got their toofs. There's the flare shell. There's some riches. Ow. Oh, pain from these guys. Okay, why am I taking so much damage? These guys are level 25. Okay, see, yeah, this is like something to watch out for on this area. Apparently these guys are really high level. So I don't want to be here, I guess. Heal, heal, and we'll just get out for now. So that's something to watch out for. Even though it says, like, you know, this is like a minimum level 15 area, you can go in there and you can find really like tough like riches and stuff in there you want to watch out for. Primal forces over there. Some observatories over here. Just for hell of it, it's going to explore around all over the place. Alright, here's the rich hive. There's my transfer on these iron gauntlets. I have to make sure I keep these for now. Close enough. Alright, these guys are on my level, so that's good. Now, here's something to think about. Basically, I should have the Tinkers now to basically like pick up some of the stuff. I need to get like a, you know, a fair, like, you know, skill point fair pooks for this, but for some of this other stuff, like his pain suppressor, let's see what this does. So let's create one of these. Huh. I actually create like tiers of this stuff. This is a tier 1 salve. What happens if I carry a bear salve, I wonder? Lets me heal for more. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Let's create one of these then. And there's my potent pain suppressor salve. Alright, so when I get the chance, I'll basically want to, like, you know, up my fair boost and get, like, much better tinkers of this stuff, I guess. So that's how I make better, like, you know, tinkers. Like, you get higher skill level. It makes sense. Reinforced Steamsaws. I can project a melee attack. Don't really need it. Cool, level up. Alright, so think about it. Maybe I'll want to get like my fair pooks up at some point. Let's do this, I guess, now. We can learn the fiery cell, perhaps. Like, here's the thing. It makes sense that if I have, like, you know, access to, like, the self, I should, like, try and make use of it. Oh, gotta watch out for his fire. Yeah, I'll just sort of give you an idea what's happening. Basically, if I have the option to make these, it makes sense for me to make them because it lets me like get like, you know, oh, so Society is just what I basically use to basically make better stuff. But basically, if I use like, you know, if I make like one of these, I'll have access to it, so I'll be able to make use of like, you know, oh wow, I can move more effective like higher tier levels. But yeah, if I have like, you know, this like, you know, learn and stuff, I can make better use of it. Is what I'm trying to like get at here. So like I make it, and then I have access to it to remove a magical effect if I need to at any given time. I now have this access to it, basically. That's fun. It's getting annoying, so freeze these guys, heal up a little bit, kill you. But there we go. Basically, now I have like access to all these, you know, healing salves here. But the thing to note about like the salves is that basically because I have access to them, I can make use of them. Regardless of like the fact that, you know, they're like whatever tier they are. Here's like the interesting thing about like medical injectors versus like say infusions or ruins or stuff like that. I can have like all these different types of salves active and like available for myself to use, while I can't with like ruins or infusions. So that's like the one, you know, thing that these things have up on like the infusions and like ruins and such. That I'll be happy to make use of. There's a phase door ruin. All right. At this point, I think we've done enough for this video, but I'm just going to go over here. And we're going to search around for a ruin to make possibly use. Let's see, I'll look at this stuff too. So we got some medical injectors of Titan. Well, we'll buy this stuff. That's a really nice steam generator right there. We'll buy that, sure. So I'm buying all this, like, you know, better, like, you know, medical injectors and stuff to sort of use. So put this here. Replace that one. Replace this. And unfortunately, there's no rune shop to basically, you know, to look into, but whatever. I'll basically want to try and find myself like a rune, just like, you know, use it to run away with. That'll be fun to find when I eventually find it. Defensive items for that stuff. Here we go. And we got ourselves runes in here. And this will work for now. Oh, cool. So you can get an achievement for buying from this stuff. First time I did that. But yeah, I bought myself a teleportation rune. And the reason I'm buying this is just to sort of like, you know, have access to a runaway type of item. So now if I need to, I can run away with this. That's my runaway item. And that'll be it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time, and we'll see, you know, what I do in the next episode, where I basically try and clean up all the dents I just visited already.